Tonight is we have 10 amateur performers, and at the end of the night we're going to tally up votes, and there will be from the amateur performers, the top 3 vote getters will receive a cash prize. So I just wanted to know that. Keep in mind all these amateur performers who are being introduced. Take note of who you like, and just remember that when you come to vote. All these people put in a lot of hard work, and some appreciation would be nice. Okay, without any more interruption, our second performer of the evening, I'd also like to mention the performers, could you please try to get closer to the mic, as some of the members of the audience in the back are having difficulty hearing. And now we have a brother, Muhammad Ramadan, who is going to recite a poem which he wrote. Adam Ramadan.
My name is Adam Ramadan, not Muhammad. Even though Muhammad is a beautiful name, my name is Adam Ramadan. My poem is dedicated for those that are having a hard time finding the path of Sirat al-Mustaqim. Bismillah. Girls, money, and fame, I know I got game. I'm living life to the extreme, wishing to fulfill the American dream. I do what I want, no loyalty, no faith, I'm so nonchalant. I'm sick and tired of people telling me what to do. No, seriously, who are you? Putting me down all the time, everything I do is a crime. Trying to keep a smile on my face, I always ask myself, am I in the right place? Your words are getting to me, I'm starting to see. I no longer want to be so lonely. Sometimes I feel alone, almost lost, this feeling so cold, like frost. No feeling of love for a religion, I have no direction, not even a smidgen. This life, this game, it's a damn shame, no guidance, no light, not knowing wrong from right, nowhere to turn to. What a word sight. I need to wake up and realize, Satan isn't the one to idolize, he will put me on the wrong path. I need to fear God's wrath. No more doing bad, no more feeling sad. I need to find my faith, find the right way. I could care less to what people say. For God is the one who will judge. No reason to hate or hold a grudge. There's still time to find a way without going astray. I got on my knees and I started to pray, asking Allah to forgive me and give me one more day. One more day for all the wrong, all the sins, everything I did, so naive. I'm a man acting like a little kid. I will make my life only for Him, and my light now won't look so dim. I will follow the Quran and Sunnah, hoping to reunite with Rasul's Ummah. I'm telling you a story and hoping you will find my message to you cannot be denied. The only right way to success with no strife is to have faith in Allah and you'll have a better life.
Thank you, Muhammad, for that wonderful poem. Our next performer is a comedian, up-and-coming Palestinian comedian from the Patterson area, Muhammad Salman, and a friend of his, Bahad, will now be performing some comedy for your entertainment.
Testing. Spare. Assalamu alaikum. All right, so we're at NJIT over here. Are you all NJIT students? Or are you just trying to get in because you got rejected and you're just sitting here? But you won't get credit for watching this show. My name's Muhammad Salman. I'm a Palestinian. Just started a little bit. I don't know if there's any Palestinians here. And other. See a lot of Pakistanis in here? Alright, this is a geography quiz now for me. Alright, what other countries do we have? Jordan? Alright, yeah, that's alright. Stay in your country now. But Anyways, everybody ready for the Eid coming up? Wow, that didn't sound too exciting. But the Eid is one of my favorite holidays. Actually, we only have two choices. But we have the big Eid and we have the little Eid, right? This is the big Eid coming up, but for some reason we don't celebrate it as much as the little Eid, which kind of confuses me a little. But I think it has to do with food. You know, when people are hungry and they wait a month to eat, I think they just want to party. Whereas this one's like just like one day coming up, but it's the holiday of sacrifice, so it's supposed to be more important. And I wake up in the morning. I never make the first salah for the mosque. I got to get my family ready. They take about 4 hours to get ready. I never make the first salah. I always miss the second salah by like 10 minutes. So I have to wait outside the mosque for the third salah, And I see the sea of people out there in the mosque, all my cousins. I gotta, be careful this year because the H1N1's going around. I don't want to kiss them too much. I just gotta give them the fake headbutt, that kind of thing. But then I always have that one cousin who's just kind of goofy and like makes sure his lips lock on my cheeks. He's like, mwah, mwah. I can't get around him. Sometimes he forgets that he sees me, so like the next time he sees me, he's like, hey, again, mwah, mwah. And his lips like all chapped. I'm like, you gotta wear chapstick. At least I'll put up with it that way. But he's that one favorite cousin of mine. When it comes to the Eid, I have my same Eid suit. I wear that same suit pretty much every Eid. No one notices because I always change the tie. Matter of fact, this is the top to it, so I'm wearing it right now. When we get to the mosque finally, I always forget to check my socks because sometimes I'm wearing like the holy socks. I walk around the mosque, I just realize my big toe's hanging out. I got to kind of take it off, fold it up, put it in my pocket, my socks, and now I got to walk around barefoot. People are wondering why. So it's just because I did wudu, that's why. But once I get in there, I do the salah, and once I finish the salah, I go outside and I have to find my grandma. She's like in the sea of hijab and then thobs, and I can't really find her. But there is one way I identify her. It's because she's worn the same thobe for like 40 years. It's got that ancient hieroglyphics design that's been passed down for like 10 generations. That's how I identify her. I'm like Siddhi, and like 20 of them turn around and look. I'm like, you with the hieroglyphics. Let me say hi to you for the Eid. So I hit her, she gives me the big wet kiss with no dentures. They're not in, So I kind of have to take that nice slimy kiss. And she's like, hey, how you doing? She reaches in her chest pocket in the thobe. It's just a pocket. So, I'm like, all right. She pulls out like the crusty $10 bill. She tries to hide me even though I'm like 30 and I work in corporate America. It's pretty much how it goes on the Eid. And it's pretty funny because she tries to get me married all the time, and she's like, what do you think of that girl right there? I'm like, no thanks, Siddhi. She's like really big, it's like 400 pounds. I don't know if it's really my type. She's like, oh no, she'll protect you and your babies. Don't worry about it. I'm like, no. What about that one? She's like, oh yeah, that one right there actually. I'm like, she points to the one. I'm like, no, she's got one leg. She's like, no, don't worry about it. She can't run away from you. That's better. At this point, she's just trying to get me married just because of my age. She doesn't even care anymore. She points to another one. I'm like, Siddhi. She's got one eye. It's like, oh, she won't look at other men. That's better. You marry her. I think you like her better. I'm like, no way, man. This ain't happening. Actually, my friend is waiting for me outside. My friend Hassan. She's like, I don't like your friends. I think I got better friends for you too. I'll do arranged friendship for you. Arranged friendship? It's not. I'm used to arranged marriage, but I never heard an arranged friendship. It's like, oh yeah, I got this guy Ali. He's from overseas. He gets straight A's. I'll hook you up with him. He's just like you. He wears the same size underwear. He's all washed. Everything's good. I'm like, well, I'm out of here. I gotta get out of here. So, she. Once I get past all that, I get in the town car. Because Muslims always drive Lincoln town cars. My father loves Lincoln town cars. That's all he's ever driven ever since